Close your eyes and picture a busy metro station in Tokyo. Thousands of people are moving around you, but there is no chaos or shouting, just a disciplined silence. Look closer, and you'll see a 5-year-old child sitting quietly near his mother. He isn't holding an iPad. He isn't rolling on the floor crying. Now compare that to what many of us experience daily. 80% of Indian parents suffer mental stress because their children are irritable and stubborn. Our homes can quickly turn into grounds for constant shouting and punishment. A study from Tokyo University points to a psychological secret called Ikuji, nurturing the child instead of forcing them into a mold. Over the next 4 weeks, we will follow a specific roadmap to align your parenting with the way a child's mind actually develops. To make this work, we have to drop a common belief. We often assume children are being mischievous on purpose, and that our job is to break their stubbornness. We rely on a cycle of immediate punishment and reward. Creating a cooperative home does not require hitting or shouting. Japanese children aren't quiet out of fear. Instead, we are going to change the way we communicate to work with your child's biology rather than against it. This diagram shows a cross-section of a child's brain. When you raise your voice because your child won't put away their toys, a specific biological reaction happens. A region called the amygdala becomes highly active. This triggers their fight or flight response and floods their brain with a stress hormone called cortisol. It shuts down the part of the brain responsible for logic and cooperation. By shouting to get them to listen, you make it biologically impossible for them to process your instructions. The first step of our reset starts today. For the next 14 days, you are putting a strict, non-negotiable ban on shouting from another room. We call this the proximity phase. If your child is doing something wrong, do not yell from the kitchen. Walk over to them. Sit on your knees so you are below their eye level. Look them in the eyes and speak in a very low voice. It takes effort at first, but by day 7, the child's brain begins to adapt. Speaking from close proximity makes them naturally more ready to cooperate. They may even start looking for you before they misbehave. Physical proximity bypasses the fight or flight trigger. By staying close and quiet, you keep the logic center of their brain open so they can actually hear and process what you are saying. When you stop shouting, your child might actually behave worse for a few days. This is an extinction burst. They are testing your new boundaries to see if you will return to your old habits. In these moments, use the Japanese technique of gamen, meaning patience. If they are rolling on the floor at a mall, stand quietly. Do not hit them out of anger, and do not buy the chocolate out of embarrassment. You are showing them that crying will not change the decision. If they cry louder, use the quiet talking rule. Intentionally lower your voice. The louder they get, the softer you speak. It is impossible to sustain a fight with someone who refuses to participate in the battle. In weeks 3 and 4, we move to the skinship phase. Your goal is to increase physical touch by 50%. Give more hugs. Sit close and stroke their head while they watch television or relax. This physical closeness floods the child's body with oxytocin, the love hormone. This dramatically drops their stress levels and signals to their nervous system that they are safe. Surviving the initial pushback with patience, followed by this increased physical connection, proves to your child's nervous system that you are a safe harbor rather than a threat. To maintain this progress long-term, use a simple daily checklist called the CALM framework. C stands for connection. Touch your child's shoulder to establish physical contact before you give any instruction. A is for attachment. Dedicate 15 minutes every day to completely phone-free play on the floor with your children. L stands for logical limits. Apply the Japanese rule of meiwaku by explaining how their actions affect others. Instead of saying, "because I said so," tell them that running may disturb the neighbors downstairs. M stands for modeling. Act exactly the way you want your child to act. If you want them to remain calm, you must embody that calmness yourself. Consistency with these 4 steps ensures that the biological progress made during the reset becomes the new foundation for your family's daily life. If you commit to this roadmap, you will see a visible shift in your child's willingness to listen in just 7 days. Here is your assignment for today. The second this video ends, find your child. Do not mention school or chores. Just kneel down and give them a tight 10-second hug. Initiate that connection immediately. Tell me in the comments which of these 8 rules you are starting today, and share this framework with your family groups. A quiet home begins the moment a parent